All right, so this was another day of our Romantic Danube Viking cruise. Today was November 30th, 2024, and this was in Vienna. Started off the day right with some breakfast, had some hot chocolate, blueberry muffin, and a croissant. And again, my name is Daniel Blumberg, my wife's Siri, and I really enjoyed this Romantic Danube Viking cruise. I've been highly recommending everybody to go. I've already booked my next cruise through them while we were on the travel for this one. This was a very interesting loading caboose, is what it sort of reminded me of, but it's for loading and unloading cargo off of ships at the dock. And this was a church. Um, Not an ancient church. The church had been there apparently for maybe 50 or 60 years. Very impressive church. Could see it from the ship. You get to see some of the downtown skyline as well. This is when we were getting ready to go out for the day on our initial tour. So this is while we were driving around Vienna. Um, I actually thought the city was really cool. It's a very modern city. A lot of great infrastructure. A lot of old world buildings here as well. It's also a major hub of international activity. Um, One of the locations for OPEC actually is located in Vienna, which I thought was really interesting to know that. And this building you're seeing there was the Ministry of War.
Everyone awake now? Now, first of all, it's up to 55. The less you earn, the less you pay to the pot. And it's a package. All taxes, health and medical care, retirement insurance, unemployment
So in
insurance, family
Vienna,
support,
another
free
interesting that I
education,
learned was
clean
that
streets, and so on and so on. Huge
all the
package, average
taxes
salary pays
there
about
are income-based
40%.
taxes. So it's about a 55% tax rate. And for comparison, in the US, my tax rate runs between 28 and 30% or so. That's roughly what taxes are. That does not cover any insurances. It doesn't cover going to university. It doesn't cover unemployment insurance. It doesn't cover health insurance. In Vienna, that 55% taxation covers all of that. You can go to university, no charge. Your health insurance, no charge. Your basically life
This
insurance,
part
your
of the Opera House
retirement
is still
policies,
original
no
from the
charge.
19th century, from times of the
This
monarchy.
is just amazing.
The whole rear side of the Opera House, two-thirds, had
And this is the Vienna Opera House as well. So very cool to see the building there. Did not get a chance to go in, but very interesting to see it.
On the left, a Greek temple, our House of Parliament. Greece is considered to be the. And standing outside the House of Parliament on the left, the lady with the gilded helmet, Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Viennese like to say the goddess of wisdom is standing outside the House of
This was
Parliament,
the
not inside.
what the
Then we go
Parliament
back to the
building
Parliament House.
that
Make
we
the
were just
reasons
seeing.
and decisions made inside.
It's
And next
it's
to the
very
Parliament
interesting to
House,
me
left side
seeing
ahead of
these
us,
old cities,
not a church, but a
old and
hotel
yet
hall. Then we go back to the Parliament
continuously
House.
in
Make
place
the reasons
cities.
and decisions made inside.
They've had so much time
And
to
next to the
develop.
Parliament House,
Like
left
the
side ahead of us,
statuary there is just
not a
amazing,
church.
and this is a transit system that they had running there, which was really cool. Now, our tour guide was actually really good. At one point, while we were going through an area, we picked up some additional stragglers that were not part of Viking, and she basically was watching them and called them out for not being actually part of Viking itself, and basically shooed them away because she was worried that they were pickpockets. And like I said, the statuary here is just so amazing to see so many. Budapest also had a lot of statues. You'll see some of those in a future video. But Vienna had some amazing statues. Just seeing seeing work done by craftsmen like that are that is out there and it stands the test of time and lives on well beyond the actual craftsman that made it is amazing. Again, the statuary. This was really cool. So she's holding a horn. It's an angel. Um, just really enjoyed seeing so much fantastic work there.
The reason, when I walk around privately and groups are scattered all over the place, blocking entrances, exits, on the very front, I get annoyed too. When the
That actually was showing, I believe, Samson beating down on Medusa for that statue. and this is where the Vienna uh, livery is, at least the livery stables are. And this is where they take
So, just every
their
gentleman
stallions,
needs
their
to.
horses, come in and through here when they go back and forth from their training.
Just every gentleman gets very, very sick and has to abdicate the throne, but he had no son to succeed. And what did the Habsburgs do when they had no son to succeed? They adopted one of the brothers, cousins, nephews, brothers, biological brothers. After 6 years, so Charles basically adopted.
And some of the horses going through the horse-drawn carriage there.
And that's what these people history.
This is where Georgia went with her sister Alpida and said it was really good.
So we were actually recommended to try a dessert while we were here in Vienna by Georgia and Peter, two of our fellow travelers from Canada who were with us on the cruise. They had come here the night before. And the dessert is made by sort of like a pancake type process that's interrupted while it's cooking and mixed with plums. It was quite good. It I would recommend doing what I did, which is waiting for it at the window to get it. And even when I was waiting at the window, because they're literally hand making them, it still took over half an hour just to get up to the line point where I could actually buy it, so I could have it. But it was quite tasty.
Now, when you open slot lines, know where to go. The key flow is for this
A lot of shops in this town. and there were a lot of people in town too. I don't know if this was a normal November 30th day for them, but there were areas that were incredibly crowded while we were there. I say incredibly compared to what I'm used to in Gainesville. I've been to the major cities before, so I guess it wasn't literally shoulder to shoulder at all times, but there were definitely a lot of people
Because they have a home.
in the town.
Just outside the city center, near the school behind
And I really liked that this town, and I noticed this in Europe. The towns in Europe use flagstones, in some places cobbles, but you can see here very intentionally laid out streets using cobblestones, flagstones. This is not just paved. In Florida, Gainesville, where I'm from, it is so common just to see asphalt paved roads. It is incredibly uncommon to see brick-lined roads or cobbled flagstone type roads. Gainesville does have some brick roads in the downtown, and big sections of town do have some brick roads to them, but the majority of the area does not. And so seeing this here, it's like so well maintained, they're not broken, and it's just throughout the entire area that we travel, it just looks flawless. It's just amazing. Where I'm so used to seeing roads here just always torn up, falling apart, just not, in general, not maintained the way they should be, and definitely not maintained for durability like they are over in Vienna.
now, there's another venue.
Again, so many statues throughout the city. And they had their holiday decorations up as well, which was really cool to see.
Now, with the plague, when you look at some of the plague,
Harper, by the way, if you didn't notice it by the sign, is Route 41A. This was an amazing church that we were heading over to.
that's how it went. After 2 days, the whole roof collapsed. All the work was still standing. Thank God, before the war, they boxed everything inside. Put thick walls around every sarcophagus, every altar, everything inside was boxed. So everything you see inside today is still original from the centuries. Now, before I set you free now, let me quickly tell you my personal favorite story about the cathedral. It's about collapsed. Thank God, before the war, they boxed everything. Now, before I set you free now, let me tell you my personal favorite story about the cathedral. It's about the graffiti. Inside. What is this? Outside.
So these are some stone etchings on the outside of the cathedral. Again, just such impressive ancient work that's been done. Just being able to see it is just so cool. And then we have to go inside.
your lights on. It's blinding.
You don't want to go down below, Corey?
So just looking at the inside of this, the arches are just so amazing. They give such an open space to the building. Part of the background of this building is just really cool to see it and just understand how people. I mean, this was before CAD and like auto design and computers to start with for trying to figure out, loads and how things would work going off of, weights. And so they did this with the knowledge that they learned from their masters, basically, their apprenticeships, and then they build forward and then they continue building on the knowledge that they have until we plural we as a species has the knowledge to be able to build something so amazing as this.
You don't want to go down below, Corey?
I was looking up at the arches for so long. I almost put a crink in my neck looking at them so much, but it was just so amazing. I can understand why people attend church in these churches, just to be there, part of the history. Just attending it, just being there in person is being part of the history. I was a priest getting ready. I'm not sure for what, because we weren't able to stay around very long. But just his job is as a priest at this church, which is just so amazing to see that. Both seeing him as a priest there and the church itself. More photos outside of the church. This was just walking around one of the shops inside Vienna.
Ein Fremdauftrag sozusagen. Da werde ich mich noch erkundigen. Okay, und was war das eine, was Sie da haben? Das Stille Liebe? Genau. Ja, dann nehme ich das gleich.
So in Vienna, they also have, of course, winter markets. This was one of the winter markets that we were going by. Winter markets basically are outside shops set up in booths. Very, very cool. I see lots of different food being made. That's true. Lots of different food there also. And then this is where I went back to demo. I was wearing my orange Hoopy jacket. Siri came up and was recording as I was getting my food. Again, like I said, it was very similar, like pancakes that were being partially formed and then scraped off very quickly, so they didn't fully form. And then with sweet plums. So it was quite tasty. I enjoyed it, and Siri enjoyed it as well.
How you like it?
That's incredible.
That.
And then this
Soft
inside of
tea.
the Swarovski shop.
Swarovski.
Some
No eating.
they had there. Spider-Man, Hulk, like the entire Avengers crew, all out of Swarovski crystals. And if you didn't imagine, pricey, but just looked amazing. I didn't actually buy any of them while I was there. I would have loved to have done so, maybe on a follow-up trip. And then you can see like their whole display of their Swarovski crystals with it set up.
That's incredible.
Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Loki.
Even Daniel loved it.
She was right. I did love it. Black Panther. It's just so cool seeing everything like this set up.
Those are amazing. I know, the Batman 10,000 limited edition.
There's the Batman that was mentioned.
Oh my goodness.
Black Panther. And they were having holiday sale for their stuff too, which was pretty cool as well. The LEDs were not actually flashing. I don't know if they're the lighting on this boost looks like they're flashing in the final version of the video. For us, they looked fine. The video might not have caught
Now you're in the
them
video.
looking solid though.
This one.
You'll stand in the middle. You're gonna get run over.
And he jumps on Valve stuff.
So you probably have seen me wearing this frontal backpack. And I got questions while I was on the cruise, asked about it. It's a nice Patagonia backpack or front pouch that I picked up over at REI Outlet. And I was asked a number of times from people both on the trip and others where I picked it up from. Was very, very happy with it for the trip. It had enough space to hold my iPad, hold backup batteries. It's just really, really useful to have on this trip. Have my wallet and stuff in there as well. Lots of really great looking food they had there too. We were not lacking for food choices while we were on this trip. That was our tour guide. She actually was an author. She wrote her own uh, book detailing the city. So we actually picked up a copy of it. That's what Siri's holding there and had her sign the book for us. And some horse-drawn carriages going about here.
Germany's Gestapo headquarters was standing on this square. That's why we had worse battles taking place in this area. Most buildings were destroyed in these few weeks of battles and had to be rebuilt after the war in the beautiful style of the 50s.
Vienna did take damage during World War II, so a lot of the buildings were rebuilt. But the temple, the cathedral is not one that was damaged severely during the war, so it was able to continue on without too much interruption. Some interesting graffiti that we saw. Uh, you can read what that one says. Apparently, the mayor has told people that they could do graffiti along this section of the river, and this was one of the pieces of graffiti that was they chose to do. The canals, they have very extensive flood control system here,
Right,
including a
so we'll
canal
be back at the
system.
ship pretty soon. And now the Empire Bridge. This bridge was the only bridge that survived World War II in Vienna. All the other bridges crossing the river were bombed in the war. This here was the only one still standing until one early Sunday morning in the 70s. Out of nowhere, it suddenly collapsed.
Again, back to the church that was near our cruise ship. Um, cool looking building. And that was our lunch back at the ship. Just really good food. I really definitely enjoyed the food. The chefs knew what they were doing on board the ship. Uh, Excellent food options for everybody, including vegetarian options if you wanted to avoid meat. They always had options that avoided uh, pork if you were wanting to avoid pork. So basically, they would also alter what they made in case you wanted it cooked slightly differently. They weren't locked in stone for how they cooked the food. So this was on the top of the ship. They got a walking path on the top. And so we went up there to take some pictures. One of our sister ships next to us. Starship did get its Christmas lights installed, which is why you can see the Christmas lights lighting up. Very pretty. in case you didn't notice, we're wearing our University of Dayton sweaters. Help keep us nice and warm on the cruise, which was fantastic. All right, so this was a great, great evening. The captain had on our itinerary an open wheelhouse where you could go visit the captain's wheelhouse, basically the bridge of the ship. And the bridge of the ship is so cool because, as you saw in one of the earlier videos, it can go up and down. And so, in his captains on the ship, they had uh, Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, as well as a Viking helmet, and all the radar control systems. The red light was so that you don't mess up your night vision while you're piloting the ship in the evening.
Go on the bridge because there you have the pillars.
Now the radar, with it mounted on the
Yeah, exactly.
bow,
Yes.
right? It's not going to pick up anything behind you.
No, this radar is taking everything from this side to the front.
Okay.
We still have one radar here behind the wheelhouse, the top of wheelhouse,
Oh.
but we are not using.
Okay, but you can use it if you need to.
We can use of course, but we don't because we have sometimes bridges. So for the bridge I have to stop the radar first, I have to send someone outside to put the antenna in perfect position and after to put it down hydraulic.
Okay.
So I say no, I don't need.
So this bridge goes up and down, which we
Yes,
saw.
Yes, for example.
Is it any smaller inside when it goes down?
For example, when you go like this, just don't be scary. Cool. It's just going all wheelhouse.
So we actually triggered.
How do you
it
get
to
out
fall
when it's
down.
down?
Does the stairs go down also?
Yes. And for example, this is all wheelhouse going down here and down. We don't need a second part. But sometimes when I do the European cruises, I have to put down also the top of wheelhouse. So the second part is going also this down.
Oh, it brings that down too.
So this one is going down also to here.
Wow.
Oh, so it goes
I have
all
to
the way
clean
down.
everything on the windows. So don't have anything here around the chair.
How
is
do you
going
how do you
also
clean,
down.
how do you clean that up?
Just move.
You have to be worthy.
He's Thor.
You have to be
Where is
worthy.
it?
Yeah. So.
Very neat. So then, when you do that, then you're still in here when it's all the way down, yeah?
Yes.
So do you like go on your knees, like because it goes? You said it goes down to here, or how?
Yes. For example, the chair is going also down.
Just thinking like your head's sticking up
You
above
just
the
play
rail.
with the chair, and you cannot sit normal, you know, because of course I'm tall. I can hit myself here with my
Yeah.
head. But sometimes I stay like this and say,
Okay.
and sometimes I open this one and I put my head out.
Oh, nice.
Just to check.
Yeah.
If I don't have rain.
Okay.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now the rudder controls, are these the
Yeah, for
hand
example,
pieces?
during the maneuver and the turning and the locks, everything we do by manual. But okay, we do most of the time from outside.
I saw that you go on the side and you're looking down.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
going-
Because from outside when we do the locks and docking, you can see all the sides of the ship. So you can see to come slowly and everything.
So do you have a remote control that
Yes,
you do it
have
from?
the,
on the
you have the
outside
same remote, these three. One you have also outside in the wings.
Okay.
Side thrusters in the bow?
Yes, on the front we have a pump jet. We have two pump jets. They are 360 degrees.
Uh-huh.
So it's really easy to control them. And then for the back for propulsion, we have the shortwave system. It's like azipods. They are the same, 360 degrees.
Oh.
So we don't have a rudder. The propeller are turning 360. So it's really easy to turn the ship.
Yeah.
And you can go on the side.
I was saying you could probably go out there and just do little 360s.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you have some lake, not river with the
Yeah, a river's not
with
good.
the
No,
lake,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can just
Spin around and around and
Spin.
around.
To the wall.
Yeah.
Where was the ship built?
this one. I mean all of them. They are built in Germany.
Okay.
In the Rostock. This one is built in 2015. It's still good condition.
Yeah.
All done, but still work.
What's the life of a boat like this?
It depends
Yeah.
because you have maintenance every year. For example, now we are finished the season in 25 of December. Is last cruise. Then the crew is going home, everyone from the hotel crew, and we stay just Nautic. And we move from Danube, we go to Rhine, we go in Cologne, in Köln, Winter Harbor. In Winter Harbor, there we are like 30 Vikings for winter time. We have also Winter Harbor here in Vienna. Here also the same is like 25, 30 ships. We have also in French, Winter Harbor. So every operation stay in.
So during winter harbor, you go home for a little while.
No, we
No.
still working 28 days on, 28 days off.
Oh, you do? Regard. Oh, okay. Year round.
Nautical staff is stay on board, doesn't matter ship is staying, it's not sailing. We do rotation 28 days on, 28.
So they're washing your clothes and feeding you on those days?
We have a lot of workers on board. For example,
Oh, there is.
Yes.
Okay.
For
Oh, okay.
example, it's come a lot of external companies. This winter, for example, they will come to change all the Sunday carpet because it's all done. So they come to remove everything to replace new one. One company is coming for all the staterooms to replace the carpets. One company is coming for the restaurant, one for the lounge. Some of them come to paint inside. We have a lot of people on board. So
Very busy.
yeah, so it's really busy. So
Yeah.
it's 3 months of
You said 2015.
Three months.
Pretty good.
yes. So we have 3 months of maintenance. I mean 2.5 because we start in March, 17 March the season, and we have to be done with everything.
Do you have a TV in here?
In the warehouse?
Yeah.
No, I have my laptop. Sometimes I watch Netflix.
Where are your quarters? Your sleeping quarters?
It's our staterooms are 100 corridor. Some of them back of the ship, some of them front of the ship.
Like right when you go down the stairs to the right.
So the long ships that are not based in Europe, I think there's some in, there's one doing the Nile, right? I think.
Yes, we have also Nil. We have also. I understood. We have expedition. We have ocean and sea. But this they stay in that area. They're not coming.
Right, but so to get those ships there,
Yes.
to like the Nile, are they actually going out in the ocean to get there? Are they ocean capable ships, or do they
I think,
avoid the
I
ocean?
think they was built there.
They were built there.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. They was built in Germany and just linked.
So Viking has boats built in different places, not just
Yeah,
Germany.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Did I read maybe 5 days ago that a riverboat sank on the Nile? Did you see that? I didn't see it.
A Viking riverboat?
No.
Okay.
I did not see what.
Viking have just one on the Nile.
Okay.
Did not see what cruise line. And at the time the article was published, there was
I didn't see-
17
I
people
didn't
missing.
see
So
any.
Do you ever have to sub or go to a different ship? Somebody gets sick and they say, "Hey, you gotta." Do you ever, if they need, if like if you got sick, you and the other captain, is there
Yes.
other captains can just come here and
exactly.
run your ship?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the company all the ships are the same.
Yeah. Okay.
So, for example, if you go from this wheelhouse in that wheelhouse, it's completely the same. All the buttons the same, everything the same. So,
Do-
for
do they-
example, I am sick or my colleague is sick and you cannot come, you just mail the company and you say that we're sick. You go in medical sick leaves and they were looking for
Good time.
Hello.
No, I have my laptop, sometimes I watch Netflix.
Where are your quarters? Your sleeping quarters?
It's our staterooms are 100 corridor. Some
So this was Captain Siri. She got to borrow the captain's jacket and hat. Was really, really happy to be able to do so. Got some great photos there. Again, the captain was really cool on board this ship. All of the staff were really cool on board our ship, honestly. Fantastic. You have been promoted.
nice to be into there too.
Yeah.
This was the nice
Hello.
Vienna.
Hello.
From Viking
From
River Cruise.
From Viking River Cruise in Vienna,
We are
Austria.
in Vienna, Austria.
What did we just get to do?
We are visiting the captain right there. He's behind us.
That's right. We were just in the bridge. Siri got a promotion to be captain for a minute, which was amazing.
Show you around a little bit. And the captain was so sweet. Let me sit in the chair and wear the hat.
Yes, you'll
Was
see
that
the
a cap or what I'm saying?
captain's cap.
Captain's cap, not hat.
And
No.
and the captain's jackets.
That's right. So sweet. Thank you.
I found you.
Final evening shots coming up for a little bit.
Chocolate. Start with the cup. Push it under the machine. And I press the magic button. And then
Fantastic
Frank
coffee,
makes me my hot chocolate.
cappuccino machine.
This is a fancy machine too. I love it. What do you get?
Oatmeal raisin cookie.
Go to Grandma's house, drop off their luggage, and then go right down and go up to Empire State Building. And it's so clear and beautiful. The only time I ever went up there was just magical. When New York is good, it's fantastic.
different drinks that they had on board the ship. We did have the drink package, which was really cool, because we could get whatever we wanted to drink, basically whenever we wanted to on board the ship.
Very busy today.
That was our bartender, Vinny. Again, some of the fantastic food that we were able to have on board the ship. That was our sister.
All right.
She's sitting in the jar next to us.
Look at the chef.
Trying to get them giving.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's.
I did try to get their attention on board that ship. They just didn't pay attention. They were so engrossed in cooking.
Here in Vienna, Austria, this is a bridge that spans over the Danube River. I just want you to see roughly the span of this bridge. It is at least a full.
The span was amazing. It was at least the length of a football field. And then that was the church that took pictures of early in the morning as well. It did make for some amazing backdrop photos. I was experimenting with the camera, focal points on us, focal points on the back, just different camera settings for some of these pictures. Just really nice photos. This was also from the top of the bridge. So we went both under the bridge at one point and along the top of the bridge at a different point. This was from the walkway at the bridge. All right, and thank you for watching this video. Check out the next one.